Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of New England Entrepreneur and our business resource tutorials. I'm your host, Jameson Marlowe Smith, and I want to welcome you. In this episode, we are talking about creating a website, a simple WordPress website for your business. In previous videos, we went over how to create a hosting account, and so we'll be using JustHost. That's our hosting account, and hopefully you have them as well, but that's what we'll be demoing on today. So we created this test domain for our purposes to show today. So this is what it should look like if you type in right now your domain name that you registered with them for your account. So for us, it's www.test.newenglandentrepreneur.com, and so there's nothing there, so it's just a generic page for now. But if you do / cPanel, you will come right to, well, it says failed, but then you come right to your cPanel. So here's our cPanel. What we'll be focusing on today is this under Website Builder section, WordPress. So it's simple one click, it opens up a new window in the Mojo Marketplace, and that's who they use for their WordPress website builder. And so this is it. We're going to do a brand new install, and you'll see if you've done other ones through them, you'll see them down here. It will say loading while we're doing this. So as we wait here, it's starting up. So then we're going to, chances are if this is a new account, you'll only have one choice here, but for our purposes, we do have a couple. So let me find them. We are looking for test dot, let's see, well, let's just type a test dot New England Entrepreneur. All right, and we don't want a directory over here, so we're going to check the domain. If you are using a pre-existing domain here, then it will give you a prompt saying, are you sure that there might be materials on this on the server, and installing this will overwrite them. But for us, it's not. We'll click on the Show Advanced Options, and so if we'll call this My Business Website, and don't worry about this too much, because if you don't put this in right now, you can always change it later. The admin username, I would say business staff, whatever the name of your business is, or if you want to use a first name, you can use an email, but this is when you post comments and post articles and whatnot, this is what will show to others. So that will be your username, not your password. Your email will be whatever you use to set up your hosting. So for our admin password, I'm just going to put my password, and you have to click I've read and install. So it will also send you an email with all of this information when it's done. It will probably come up with some themes, usually it does, that you can purchase while you're waiting for it to install. See here we go, and you can see the progress up here. Just close that out. You can watch the process to see how it's working, and so it's fairly quick. And actually what's happening behind the scenes here is they're installing a database onto your server that will run the WordPress. So I guess while we're waiting on this, I'll explain. You can have a WordPress site, and that is actually hosted at wordpress.org. What we're doing here is actually creating a server installed WordPress site. So this will be on your server. So now let's go back over here to our test.entrepreneur.com, and you should see that it will look different now. Ta-da! And this is your first very own website. And so they give you a sample posting and a sample page. So right now there's no way to log on. You won't notice anything here. So what you want to do is /WP, which means WordPress, it's short for WordPress, -admin, and enter. And voila, here's your login. So what did we say? Actually, I think we said business staff. And my password was all lowercase. My password, you can remember if you're on the same computer. For me, this is just temporary, so we're not going to be too concerned. And this is called your dashboard. This is where everything happens for WordPress. If you wanted to quickly post a post, you can do a title and quickly. Let's do that. Let's go test post. Hi world. This is my new business website. And we should probably spell it correctly. And so right now, so that's a test post, but it's a draft. So if you have something quickly on your mind, you can do it there. Everything is pretty much done from the dashboard. So if you want, let's start with the appearance. Here are the themes that come pre-installed with a new install of WordPress. You have 2014, 2013, 2012, all fairly nice. If you want to change the look of this, you can add new. And, oh, well, look at that. That's not good. So we can upload a theme if you have some. Let's do featured. There we go. I don't know, I must have had a hiccup. So these are all free themes. There are lots of themes out there that you can purchase, but usually there is a search option, and you can search by color, by feature, by any number of things. So let's go to settings over here. Everything will happen over here. So primarily what you'll use are when you want to create a new post, you'll create a new post up here. And this is what it looks like. So see, here's our test post that we just did that's draft. So it's not published, it's just waiting for us. You can see here's the author because that's who we logged in as. Hello World is just what they give you as a sample. If we go over to pages, if you want new pages, here's a sample page. But let's go down here to settings. And if you click on any, then it will start on the first sub menu. So here's general settings. So this right now is our site title. So we're going to call it My Business Website. If you have a tagline of any kind, business for, let's see, we'll say, I don't know what we do, but we're going to say we marketing for businesses by businesses. Actually, by business leaders. There's our URL. Here's our site address. The email address that when you send out notifications to your users. So chances are you will, and we'll go into this on another video of how to create email addresses through JustHost for your new business domain. If anyone can register, if you want, usually we always do that. Setting up date formats you want to see, time formats. If you want, if your week starts on Sunday or Monday, just preferences. And always click Save Changes. Depending on the theme that you have installed, you will have other options here. So for here, for writing settings, you can, lots of settings. If you want to say any post, right now it will come up as a uncategorized post. If you wanted to create a new one saying marketing, you would do that up here under posts and categories. Lots of different things. If you want to have the ability to post by email when you're on a smartphone somewhere else and you have an epiphany and you want to quickly get it up there, you can create this where you create a special email account just to send email to, and it would automatically update your website. Let's see, reading. Lots of things here, and I would suggest kind of poking around. But for now, if you come back up here and say visit site, you have a website. I mean, it's there. It's my business website. You have some menu options over here. So let's say we want to create a simple page. So we're going to add a new page, and we will call it, call it About Us. Every business needs an About Us page. So here we would say About Us, and we would type all of our information, and let's publish this. So right now it's there. We can view it. And there, boom, it's About Us. There's a standard comments box. And so you don't see it anywhere over here because the way, oh, here you go. This theme automatically does create it into this, into the menu structure up here. So if you don't like it there, if you wanted it over here, so let's go back into our dashboard. And under Appearance, we have Menus. Under the menus, you have the ability to go in and create a new menu. So let's say we want to call it a header menu. You type whatever you want in mind because we've used these before. So we're going to create a header menu. And some themes have multiple menus. So there will be a header menu, a secondary menu, maybe a footer menu, any number of things. So now that we have the menu, we can add things to it. So let's say we want our About Us page and we want to add it to this menu. And boom, there it is. If you want to call it something different, we can call About Us. It's good SEO, search engine optimization techniques to use title attributes too. So that's that. Let's save the menu. If we come over here to widgets, and widgets are little kind of mini software applications that fit into your website. So here we have the primary sidebar, and if you remember on the side it was over here. And so right now you have a search, you have a recent post, recent comments. Say we want our pages. So we want to see pages over here. And so we'll just say, well, if you leave it blank, I think it just will come up with a page title. So let's save that. And now let's go back and look, visit site. And here we go, over here, pages. So we have an About page and a sample page. So now this theme installs a meta, which means that you will have a spot and to log into, to log out of, if you want an RSS feed, which is a website feed that someone can subscribe to, and they receive an updated email or a notification when you publish anything new. If you want to change, like maybe add a logo, let's go back to our dashboard. And under Appearance, we want to customize. And so here we had the site, tagline, and title. If you want to change colors, you can change colors of your background. Here's, you can add a new header image. And typically, see, they don't come with much, so you have to upload, but it's very easy. Select your file and just upload it. You can crop it. So let's just do that. We'll upload something just to show you how this works. Let's go from desktop. We have a Boston one that we just recently did, and voila. If we wanted to, so we're going to select this and we're going to crop it. So right now you can see this is the only spot that you would see. So we want it a little bit bigger. Let's do this. Bring it down slightly and crop image. And there it goes. It's cropping. It's there. So now that's what your website will look like. If you wanted a background image, you can change how so you have your primary menu and you have your secondary on the left sidebar. So say we want our header menu, and that would be here. And see, we only have About Us in the header menu, so that took out the sample page. Static front page. If you WordPress is designed to do kind of standard of bringing up posts, because it's a blogging, really, it was formed for blogging. It is so much more than that, but it's very powerful. But it's formed for blogging, so you'll see typical as blogs, and your most recent blog will show up here. If you want a static front page, you can create a website page that would be like here, with like a landing page or whatever, an opt-in page if you want to build your email list. And so you would choose static page, and then you would choose what page. So if you created a landing page, it would be here. So for now, we're just going to do latest posts. Here it also tells you what widgets you have. So this is kind of like a miniature functionality here. You can really do the bulk of what you want right here in the different widget areas. Your primary sidebar, you have a content sidebar. And if you're not sure what these are, well, let's just add something and let's see what happens. So let's do a calendar. And let's save and publish, and there you go. Content is over, and you always have a preview right here. So if you don't like that, let's just remove it. And there you go, it's gone. Footer. It's good to add, a lot of times, address. It kind of depends on how you're going to structure your website. If you're a brick and mortar and you want someone to know your contact information and address and what you do, you should probably have that above the fold. So right when someone comes to their site, they see this. So you probably want it like here or here, somewhere big, maybe even in the header image, just so it's the first thing people see, so they know what you do and why they're coming to your site. If you're an online business, you might put your information down here because it's kind of secondary, that it's more of this. So lot of tips and techniques, and we'll get into that in some of the future videos. But for now, you have a website, and let's take a look and see what it looks like as of now. Ta-da! So here's your header that you installed, and whenever you click on that, it will take you right back to the home page because it's a linkable header. So see, here we went to the About page that we created, and as logged in as an administrator, you have edit functionality, and you can give edit functionality to staff members or other people. If you have content editors or contributors, you can give them those rights. But now you click on that and it just takes you back to the home page. So I hope you enjoyed it. Again, for more, subscribe to our YouTube channel, please, or subscribe to our email list from our website at newenglandentrepreneur.com. And I hope you enjoyed it and found this beneficial. Leave us comments at the YouTube channel or on our website, and we'll see you on the next round. Thank you.